think as a family, look at someone who's going to take care of you, to have your support and throughout, the good times and the bad times. And sometimes when the students are down here, it's something they have done at the home school and made a mistake. But when they do come here, we want to support them and just create that family atmosphere. And that's the same thing with our teachers. As a group of teachers, we have a family member atmosphere of our own. I think for that to trickle down to students, that the faculty here has to be family oriented as well. We celebrate good times with our staff and family members. Also, through hard times, we go that love and support. So that's the biggest thing. Also, building relationship with students. That's the key. When I meet with parents, the first thing I say, I'm gonna treat your child like I want somebody to treat my child, and that goes a long, long way. When my parents feel that he feel the same way about his child, that he'll feel the same way about mine.
At the Learning Center, we try to create a positive culture where we emphasize the importance of having respect and also integrity to our students. We do provide a safe place, we feel, as a safe place for the kids to come here. They like the small setting. We are able to work with them one-on-one, as well as instead of a bigger setting such as the high school. And most of our kids, believe it or not, request to come back here because of the small setting. And they enjoy being around and having that one-on-one with the teacher.
But with me, I always go back to the same thing, that I never give up on the child. I say, it's the moment that you see, but 10 years from now, you just never know the impact you do have on that student. And that's what I try my best to think about. I had a student that was dying here that was a hard case. The student ended up going to the juvenile facility, but while he was dying here, I could not reach that student. I ended up going to see that student while he was in the juvenile facility. And probably about 2 weeks later, one of his mentor came and talked to me. He said, "Dr. Harris, don't you know that student loves you to death?" I said, "Who, me?" I said, he doesn't like me. Every time I talk to him, he gives me the blues. He said, "You know what? You was the only one that came to see him when he was in jail." Broke my heart. At that moment, I knew then that, on down the line, that's when you get your reward.
So what I mainly do is try to establish a rapport with the students. I try to get to know them, get to know what they're interested in outside of school, and then move into understanding, what are some things that you struggle with that I could possibly help you with, and some things that what makes you tick. I get to try to know them first before I move into why they're here, why you did what you did, and I just reaffirm to them that we all make mistakes. We all human. We all have some good in us. We all have some bad in us. It's just whatever we feed the most, that's what's going to grow.
So we always encourage our kids. We try to do things to make them laugh and get them out of that mindset, because every child and every person, adult as well, a lot of times is battling something that nobody knows anything about. So you always try to be encouraging and try to boost people up. And with our kids, trying to carry on whatever that task may be, small, big, but just to be their best, because in life they're going to have, we talk to our kids about having big goals and big dreams, and how do you get to that? And that all starts with a decision to try, and that's what we talk about each and every day.
But for the kids, not all kids we can help. And for me, what helps me is this is my 24th year teaching, so when I see former students come back and say, you were hard on me, but I knew that you cared. And that gives me a lot of joy, not just being able to see them grow now, but able to see them grow in the future. And that is our ultimate goal, for them to be successful in life.
I think we're all thankful for grace. Students need second chances just like adults need second chances in life. And I think that giving kids, part of our job is to teach kids not only academically but socially. And we know that there are going to be times that boys and girls mess up. They may operate outside the boundaries that schools require. But we're thankful for the opportunity for a second chance. And as adults and school leaders, it's important for us to give those kids those opportunities. And not everybody makes it on the second chance, and I'm thankful for some third chances out there too. And so I think the ability to have grace with the boys and girls is part of being an educator.